All right, collective, let's get into a reading. We're going to see what this person loves about you. Keep an open mind. This may or may not resonate. This is going to be for all signs. So it doesn't matter your sign. This could be your reading. Let's see. What does this person love about you? Let's clear out the energy. If you need anything, guys, check it out down below. I've got courses, workshops. If you want to learn tarot with me, you can at my website. I've got a Patreon. Patreon and channel members get to see them first, always. And let's see what's coming out. Also got a Pinterest, Instagram. I don't really post on Instagram. A lot of people get mad at me, but I'm not going to post every single day and just spam you with a bunch of readings. Okay. This person loves that you're trustworthy. They feel like you're an Arnold. Somebody's name could be Arnold. They feel like you're an honorable person. They feel like you're very devoted and cautious. Whoever this is like, you're a person that can be trusted. You're a person of your word. You mean what you say what you mean. I can trust you. This person feels like with you, they can have a solid relationship. They feel like you also have the tendency to maybe hide your emotions, but it's with well intentions. You just don't want to wear your heart on your sleeve. This person feels like you're really powerful, assertive, strong. They feel like you're also really kind, though. It's like you could be a fighter, but you're also compassionate. You're forgiving. This person really loves how intuitive you are. How you don't hold on to any fears. You might recognize what you're scared of, but you don't let it keep you from pushing forward. They love that you don't allow yourself to get stuck in a place of boredom, discontentment, or distractions. You're a go-getter. That's how this person sees you. They see you as someone who's brilliant. They see you as someone who's successful. They see you as someone who's very enlightened. And in their mind, you're a free soul. You're the kind of person who does what they want to do. And you should be very proud of yourself. They see you as someone who is proud of yourself because you show up in a way that you know is correct for you. They see you as someone who could have the tendency to get in conflicts with others because they don't agree with your opinion or your view. But they also see you as someone who has the ability to walk away from that and not give it time or attention because you trust yourself. You don't care if people don't agree with you. You don't care if they see what you see, what you think. You don't care. You're loyal to yourself. This person really loves how you trust yourself so much that you are willing to go towards a new start, even if you have fears. This person loves how giving you are. They feel like you're very giving. They feel like you have a kind heart. You know the people who you see on the side of the street that are broke down or who need help? You're the kind of person who helps. You know the animals that are stranded on the side of the road and everybody's driving past them and acting like they're just kind of a problem, a little bit of a speed bump to their way to work? You're the kind of person who would stop and you would save the animal because you're a good person. This person loves how you always have a view that there is so much to celebrate. And they feel like because you have that perspective, there is some sort of new emotional experience or new way of life they can have with you. And if they're with you, they love that they can have that with you. They feel like you're a really grateful person. And they feel like because you are so grateful for what you have the ability to not only get more, but it's like you're content with what life is, what you have. You don't feel the need to keep up with the Joneses. You don't feel the need for everyone to know what you're up to. There's something very humbling about you. They do feel like you have the tendency to maybe overanalyze situations, but they love that you follow your own heart instead of making others happy. You're not a people pleaser. And that's one of the things that they love about you because they have recognized That, you know, maybe allowing people too much in your life or in your inner circle, if you don't know what their intentions are or what they want, can lead to some sense of negativity. And they see you as someone who doesn't want that. They see you as someone who's willing to be a team player and teamwork if you know what's coming towards you. They really love that you're very forgiving and that you see everything as happening for a reason. Even if you don't understand what the reason is, even if it's bad, you show up in a way where it's like, you know what it is, life happens, everything happens for a reason. I'm not going to think too much about it. Like, that's your energy. And they really like that because they're recognizing that maybe there's been times where they've showed up and they've had such negative thought processes that it has manifested into reality. Now, here's the thing. I had someone comment the other day, well, if you think you're going to get cancer, you're going to get cancer. I don't know what kind of world you're living in. That's not reality. What they're saying is if you are constantly thinking, oh my God, my spouse is cheating, my spouse is cheating, my spouse is cheating, you might manifest them into cheating. You might push them into doing something because they're being accused of it, so they might as well do it. That's what they mean when they talk about manifesting something into reality. You can't make someone a cheater by thinking about it. But if you're constantly bringing it up or constantly accusing someone of doing something, you might push them into a position where they're like, okay, well, I'm getting accused of it anyway, so I might as well do it. That's what I mean when I say negative thoughts manifesting into a challenge. Okay? So I want to make that known. But again, this person feels like you're really big on peace, abundance, and that you're really happy with your own life. And that's something that they love about you. You're not out searching for something better, something more. You have the ability to be content with what you have and where you're at right now. This person feels like you are really good at giving advice, giving counsel. And that's something that they love about you, is you have the ability to give advice to them or others, and you might give very grounded, well-rounded advice. Some of you could say, okay, well, this is my advice. I think you should cut his tires. That's the toxic side of me. The healed side of me thinks you need to have a conversation with him and maybe just pack his stuff. It's like you're going to give two sides of it. They see you as that kind of person. They know that you have a lot of emotions, but your emotions are well intended. So even if you are the kind of person that's like, cut their tires. Actually, just kidding, don't cut their tires. You should do this instead. It's because you have a lot of emotions and you know deep down that that could be what that person's feeling. And that could be the reason you're saying it, is because you relate to them. You know what they're feeling emotionally, but you also have the ability to go, but let's give a little bit of well-rounded counseling. You shouldn't do that. This is what you really should do. The toxic part of me said that, okay? And this person really loves that about you because you're very self-aware. You have the ability to be cautious in what you're saying and how others are perceiving it. You're very honorable when it comes to how you're showing up, what you're saying. Again, there's two coins of you. I feel that some people could try to misunderstand you, but this person doesn't. They feel like they were brought to you for a reason. They feel like if they pay attention to you, they'll be able to see you in clearer eyes. It's like this person wants to understand you. What makes you tick? Why are you the way that you are? You could be dating someone or connected to someone where you guys are like night and day. This person could be very like domesticated. They could have grew up in a very well-rounded home. Even if they didn't, they could have still been in a circumstance where they grew up to be very loyal to that dynamic. So this is what I'm getting. You could be connected to someone who grew up in a way where they can't understand you. And that's something that they love about you, but they also want to understand why you are the way that you are. Why do you tick the way that you tick? This person might not understand you though, because they show up in a way where they've maybe never had to fight for their dinner. They've maybe never had toxic family members, toxic parents, a toxic relationship. It's like this person knows that you guys are kind of like the same, but you're so different. But we have to be different because of what you went through. There's a reason you're wild at heart. There's a reason you feel like you're a wolf in a cage. So this person could be paying attention to you on a different level. They could be wanting to have conversations with you that are deeper. If this is someone you're dating, if this is someone that you're not dating, someone you're just entertaining, or someone who's got their eye on you, they're trying to study you, to try to see you in clearer eyes. They could feel like you maybe miss the point of certain things. But what I think they're going to recognize is that you have the tendency to get lost in your own world, get lost in your own bubble. And it's because the way you grew up. That's exactly what it is. Because I keep seeing you as a wolf. Wolves they have packs, but they roam alone. They're fighters. They're free. This person could be kind of missing something about you. And I think they're going to understand it here coming up. Something to do with you, your choices, and your heart. Give me a little bit more. Yeah, again, loving how stable you are, feeling like you'd make a good partner, this person could want to be a business partner as well. They love that you're not confusing. They love that you don't beat around the bush. They love that you're not very immature as well. They love that you're willing to have conversations that maybe others will not have or wouldn't have. But there is something here about you being you show up differently. And I don't know, it's like this person loves it about you, but they also can't understand it about you. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing a dog and I'm seeing a wolf. A dog, let's take my dog for an example. He's 13. He's never had to live a hard life. He don't know what a hard life is, okay? A wolf, on the other hand, knows a hard life. They know what it feels like to be out in the elements. They know what it feels like to have to go against the wind, the rain, the storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. They know what it feels like to have to fight for their food. Maybe have to fight someone else for their food. They know what it feels like to possibly be pushed out of the pack. They know what it feels like to roam alone, to then come back to the pack, feel seen, feel understood, but also feel so different. There's a difference here that I feel this person is trying to understand, evaluate, comprehend, but they're never going to be able to comprehend it because they are not you. They haven't had to go through the things that you've had to go through. For some of you, I would go as far to say one of you was raised off survival, one of you was raised off love. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The people who are raised off survival show up completely different than the people who were raised off love. And that could be something here where this person loves you so much, but they could have a hard time understanding why you tick the way that you tick. Why do you show up the way that you show up? And it could be because you were raised off love. And this person doesn't know what that feels like. Or it could be the complete opposite. You could have been raised off survival. And this person doesn't know what that feels like. They don't know what it feels like to not be loved by anyone. To have to fight for love, affection, attention. To have to fight against your parents and your family members. If you were raised off survival, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're connected to someone who wasn't or who hasn't, they can have a hard time understanding you. And there could be things where they feel like you're kind of missing the point, or you're distracted, or you're self-consumed. But if they kind of take a step back and go, wait, the reason you're like that is because of this, I think it's going to make it a little bit easier for them to understand you, to see you in a different eye, to see you in a different lens. I don't know. I think it's like this person loves that about you, but I also think that that could become an issue in this relationship, okay? Is they could see you as someone who gets discontent or bored, but maybe you're a wolf. Maybe you're not, maybe you weren't built to stay in one place. Maybe you don't feel safe in one place. Try to put a wolf in a house and see what happens. Good luck. Try to put a domesticated dog in your house, see what happens. You ain't gonna get that motherfucker out, okay? 2 different folks, 2 different strokes. This person could be feeling like you have the tendency to get discontent or bored, and they could be wanting you to show up differently. And again, it could be something that they love about you, but they could be wanting to tame you, and they got to realize they can't tame you. You can't put a wolf in your house and expect it to sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm so glad I'm not free no more. What you mean? You better get out of my way. That's going to be a wolf. Because when you're built off survival, you only know how to survive. And it feels like people are caging you when they try to make you show up in a way that you're not used to. It feels foreign to you. So I want that to be known as well. I think that that's something this person loves about you, but I think that that's something this person can't understand about you. And that could be something that's going to have to be conquered here in the near future, is they love how powerful you are, how assertive you are. Why are you like that though? Was it because you were raised off love, or is it because you're a survivor? So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? I'm going to leave this here. See you guys tomorrow.